guys. Sorry for the sore throat, the way I look, the pussycat. Yes, Nutmeg, I love you too, but I'm trying to do a video. Turn round, I don't want to see your bum. Look, there you are. There you are. Say hello. This is the very last video for 2022, thank God. I'm not quite sure where to look on this phone, so if I'm looking off, I apologise. It's been a hell of a 3 years I've been disappeared from YouTube, and I'm sorry I've got no makeup on. I'm giving my skin a rest from makeup. COVID hit, and what? I know you're there. I know you're there, baby. I know you're there. Look, that's you in there. Yeah. Can I talk now? Is that all right? Yeah? Good girl. If you hear purring, it's her. I've got other cats around as well. So, and that there, behind her head, is actually my exercise equipment, which is actually serving as a clothes horse at the moment. Don't feel like it. What's that noise? My fridge has decided to start singing, so that's going to collapse soon. COVID hit, and I've never had COVID. I've been vaccinated, flu and, ow, your nails need cut, flu and COVID. And so I wore masks everywhere, as you saw. I worked at Morrison's. I can say it now because I don't work there anymore. And I was fired from Morrison's. I worked all through COVID for almost 2 years at Morrison's. So that would have been 2021, I think, yeah. And I had abuse from customers, which I dealt with. I had managers who were picking on me because I was autistic, and I didn't do their method of working, although the result was better than what they actually expected. I obviously was slow when I first started, but when you're being told all the time that you're rubbish, that you're no good, that you're going to get fired if you don't hurry up, you're not really motivated to do much. I had one manager text me on my home phone that I was stupid, that I was thick, that I was basically a waste of space. One manager told me maybe I should just think about unliving myself. I never complained about these people. Oh, made my face red. Because I didn't see the point, because there were managers who would believe me, and I just started. No one seemed to understand autism. I sent basically a 5-minute video explaining autism better than where I could to all the managers. 2 of them watched it. The rest of them just told me they couldn't be bothered, didn't have time. So that told me a lot about them. I was working 2 aisles at the time. The vinegar, salt and pepper, oxos, olives aisle, and I was working the tinned aisle, which is every tin known to man you can think of: beans, spaghetti, soup, and they were heavy in weight, and also every aisle had at least 2 or 3 pallets each. And I was expected to do that and finish it from 10 at night until 7 in the morning. To actually, what are you doing, baby? To actually finish it and finish on time, I couldn't have my hours break. I had to work through my hours break, unless I would be there till 8 or 9. In the very beginning, I was there till 9, 10, 11 in the morning instead of finishing at 7, especially over the Christmas, because there was a lot of Christmas stuff that came in that I was expected to do as well as my normal work. Staff was low, morale was low, people were leaving because of, we had to do, I think it was 52 to 54 boxes an hour. That's like 1 box a minute. You try and open a pack of spices and put them on the shelf individually, 12 spices in 1 minute. It's impossible. You get soups and packets that when you open, packets burst open. So then you've actually got to put them on the shelf individually. Again, 1 minute. Impossible. I'd had this at Sainsbury's, where they don't give you enough time to do anything, and then you get bollocked basically for not doing the timings. Anyway, roll forward to those managers leaving and new managers taking over. One guy in particular I got on with, and the other guy was okay. I thought he was a really good manager. So that was about a year in. Another year, and it seemed okay. Still COVID. I was offered more nights. I worked 2 nights officially, and I was literally working 4 or 5 nights a week. Bear in mind I had my other job, which is now my main job, RES, Retail Asset Solutions. And so I was doing that maybe 2-3 shifts a week, and Morrison's was my main job. And I was offered more and more overtime. And then one person was absent, so I asked if I could do her aisle. So now I was doing 3 aisles, the pasta aisle included. And I loved the pasta aisle. I hated the other 2 aisles, but I loved the pasta aisle. And I was treated pretty badly. If they thought, for example, I hadn't hit my target, I'd walk in and they'd say, "You're not doing the pasta aisle today, you're doing the other 2 aisles." Knowing full well that the pasta aisle was the one that I really enjoyed and I could do extremely quickly. So I slowed down, and then I got moaned at for slowing down. But my morale was going again. One person, being an autistic, if someone's going to come and help me on my aisle, I don't mind, but I'd rather be told that this person's going to come and help, not just return from a 5-minute break, for example, to find someone else on my aisle. That used to really tick me off. And I had an argument with one of the managers, and the managers actually apologised, and we got on ever since. We became very close, me and that manager. We were friends. We used to text outside of work, and it was okay. We were friends, or so I thought. And then another manager started. I will name him. His name is Alan Duke. And he started picking on me, and he started gaslighting me. Get your bum out of the way. Started gaslighting me, tell me, "You can do this." And then I'd do it, and then he'd say, "What did you do that for? I didn't tell you to do that." I said, "Yeah, you did." "No, I didn't." This continued, and then he'd come up to me and he'd say things like, "You're a waste of space. Why don't you just go?" And when if I was talking to my friend, the manager, he'd come up to me and say, "What are you talking to him for? He doesn't give a toss about you. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care if you live or die. He doesn't care." Go down, not me. "He doesn't care if you do a good job or not." And that used to get me in tears, because I thought this person was a friend, a genuine friend. I got on with everybody. I got on with a female that used to work the chemist's bit, you know, the pills and wherever. And I got on with a lot of other people, except for this one manager. And I didn't know who to complain to. I did ask the HR, the people's person, for help, and he just said, "Oh, just ignore him." So I did, and it got worse. The more I ignored him, the worse it got. He talked to me in the aisles, and then he'd walk away. I had no chance to talk to him, so I emailed him, and I asked him what it was about. In hindsight, I'm never going to email or text another manager unless it's about work ever again in my life. So 6 months rolled on, and it got worse. I was in tears most nights because of this man. People saw me in tears. People saw that he was picking on me. People told me they knew he was picking on me. And then my friend, who I thought was my friend, went away on holiday. And Alan came and told me that, you know, he's given me all this work, 20 days in a row, because I'm going to get fired and I'd need the money. I didn't know what he meant. I really didn't know what he meant. And then I was pulled into the office and told I was suspended because I had said nasty things to Alan. I told him to F off once when he was really getting in my face. I didn't understand. So I went home and still confused. And then I started getting text threats from someone I didn't know who knew this person that I was friends with that went on holiday. And there were death threats. And I didn't understand what it had to do with me. So I texted this person when he was on holiday, and I got a reply back, ignore, it's just a scammer. It's just a troll. It's nothing. So I ignored. And the next thing, this guy, 6 foot odd, describe him as Hagrid, turned up at my door and R-worded me, burnt me and cut me, and said it was because of this friend. I knew nothing about what was going on, so I reported it to the police. There's a police report on it. And I reported it to my manager. Nothing was done. And then I was called in and told that I was resuspended because I'd sent threatening messages to my manager, Alan Duke. Apparently I was supposed to have hidden my phone number and my IP address, texted him saying that I'm going to kill his dog. I prefer animals to people, so no, that wouldn't have happened. And they were insistent that it was me. It wasn't me, it wasn't my phone number, it wasn't my IP address. He proceeded to get these texts, and I said it wasn't me. I showed my phone saying it's not my phone number, it's not my IP address. But they didn't believe me. They believed that this guy was a victim. He's not a victim. He's actually a manager who gaslights, manipulates, and then gets people fired because he can. So after 6 weeks, it took them to investigate and ask everyone around me. Everyone except this chemist lady. This chemist lady said, pack of lies in her statement. From beginning to end, it was full of lies. And saying that I called Alan a C-U-N-T. I don't use that language. I asked people around me. No one's heard me use that language. She said I yelled at him. No. He had a very, very loud voice. So I was sick of it because I'm autistic and it hurts my ears. And I asked him repeatedly, politely, to actually lower his voice when he's talking to me. So I decided to do the opposite and raise my voice to his level. Then all of a sudden I was shouting. He wasn't, but I was. So in the end, after 6-7 weeks, they pulled me in for a major meeting. They had statements from everybody. And most of them were neutral, but 2 of them stuck out for me. My so-called friend who went on holiday threw me under the bus. He offered me a lift home one time, and I said, no, it's okay, I've got a bus pass. One night I forgot my bus pass, and we were joking about it. And I said, you'll have to give me a lift home now, won't you? And he jokingly said no. And it was a big, we were joking about it, and I involved another manager saying, go on, persuade him. Knowing full well I'd walk home. It took me an hour, nearly 2 hours to walk home, but I did walk it home because I'd genuinely lost my bus pass. And he put in his statement that he found it really odd because I'd never asked him anything like that before. He'd never approached me before, and we weren't friends. We never texted outside of work. That was bollocks, by the way. We were slightly more than friends. He knew that, but he didn't want to lose his job because I'm a subordinate to him. And so he lied through his teeth and threw me under the bus. The other manager I thought I got on with also threw me under the bus, saying that he found it really weird how I was always talking with this guy. I was talking with this guy because we were friends. I helped him through being sad about a relative's death. He helped me with Alan, because whenever Alan would really have a go at me, I'd go and talk to this other manager. and he used to calm me down. He used to make me smile and laugh, and then I'd be fine to go back and start working again. I didn't know behind my back they were talking about me, talking absolute rubbish about me, and spreading rumours about me. Yeah, rumours about me, that I was obsessed with this person. At the time, I was in a relationship, and I was no way obsessed with this person. But this person used to text me a lot, and I'll let you think about the type of texts he was sending. I have them all, every single one of them. And I just had enough, and I just wanted to leave. I was still suspended, but I was on half pay. So I picked up more shifts from my other job, RAS. I had to pay the bills. I informed my housing people, informed everybody that needed to know that I was basically going to lose my job. I know I was going to get fired. I walked into the meeting knowing that I was going to get fired. They blamed me for not having anyone with me. I didn't have anyone. I wasn't part of a union because a union screwed me over when I was at Sainsbury's. So I wasn't going to pay £10 a month for someone just to sit there and not be able to say anything in my defence. That's what union reps are, just to accompany you and outside of the meeting advise you. They're not allowed to say a word in the meeting. To me, that's useless. I'd rather have a solicitor beside me who can interrupt. But I didn't have money for either, so I was on my own through the entire thing. Bear in mind, I'm autistic. I have borderline personality disorder, which in another video I'll go through what it is, but it's nothing like bipolar. It's 24/7, 7 days a week. In an hour, I don't know what my moods are going to be within the next half hour to an hour. The moods are constantly changing, hence I'm on heavy drugs. And the drugs just slow my reactions down so that I can react to different moods. And it was said that I used to walk away from managers. Yeah, that's the way I controlled my moods. Otherwise, I would have whacked them in the mouth and got fired and got the police involved and everything because I was getting angry. I could feel my anger rising. I used to say to them very politely, please leave me alone. Please leave my aisle. Please go. I wore an autistic bracelet. Yes, I'm okay. No, leave me alone. The no was red. When it was on red, this Alan used to come to me all the time. And when I said, bracelet's on red, can you give me 5 minutes? No, I'm your manager. I'm here to check on you. You can't tell me what to do. But yet, in meetings, I followed what she said. I kept away from her when she had her bracelet on red. No, he didn't. He lied. I found that as an autistic, I'm compelled to be honest. If I lie, I get really ill. And so I don't bother. My saying is, what Twain used to say, you don't tell lies, then you've got nothing to remember. Liars have to have a fantastic memory. My memory is shot. So anyway, in this meeting, all this stuff was pulled up, and then the lying form of the chemist girl, I call her Sarah because that's her real name, Sara. And I used to help her all the time, constantly. And she turned around and said in this thing, I never helped anybody. She said I called people names. That I was always moaning about the company. No. The reason new people left after being put with her for a day was because she was moaning. She was putting the company down. She was name calling. She was saying this, that and the other about people. So people used to leave. My first 2 days was with her, and I asked to be moved from her because she was depressing me and I wanted to enjoy my job. She turned that round saying that she asked them to move me after a few days. That's not true at all. Not at all. So, full of lies. And I realised I'm not going to win this. They're going to fire me. I even said to them, you know what, move me to a different store with different managers. Give me 6 months and I will prove to you that it's the people that are with me that don't understand autism that are causing this issue. They said no. They didn't have any medical health person there. My borderline personality order kicked in. My autism was very much present. My dissociation was present. My anxiety was present, and my depressive thoughts came back, all in those meetings. Not once was I asked if I was okay. I broke down quite a few times, not because I was going to get fired. I knew that. I went into it knowing that I was going to get fired. I don't even know why I went. I should have just said, no, it's okay, just fire me. I put myself through that. As I left, I met a woman who supposedly was good character. And she asked for my phone number to keep in touch. Have I heard from her? Of course I haven't. Of course I haven't. So as I left, I bumped into another person I used to talk to. And I said, look, I'm fired. You won't see me again. The security guard on the way out knew that I'd been fired. And he said, sorry. He didn't like Alan. I might mention that all these times I was there, even though I'd worked there for 2.5 years, they had to match me out each time I was there. That was humiliating. It was embarrassing. I could perfectly walk out myself. So I went home, fired. Still had my casual job. I know, baby. She always knows when I'm sad. And so I got in touch with RAS and I said, look, I've lost this job. I need all the shifts you can. I just can't do B&Q. If you don't know what Retail Asset Solutions is, it's basically we go around and we do stock counts all over the southeast. So I can be sitting on a minibus for 3 hours, going to a Tesco in, say, Bournemouth, count every bit of their stock, get back in a minibus for 3 hours. So basically, it's a 6-hour journey in a minibus, doing nothing. You don't get paid. And you only get paid when you start scanning, and you stop being paid when you stop scanning. So it could be a 8-hour job, 12-hour job, doesn't really matter. Mind your tail. So I increased my hours there. And this person who was supposed to be my friend, the manager, messaged me. Let me know how it's going. You can use me for a reference if you want to. We started talking and the text started again. I'll leave it to your imagination about the texts. It just had a little go. And then he ghosted me. I asked to meet up just for coffee. And he ghosted me. And he actually said, yeah, I'll come and see you. Then he blocked me. The rest of the months that I was absent, I had scammers on Instagram take some money from me. I had scammers take some money from me on Cash App, left with nothing. I had a check for cancer. I had another friend who died from cancer. I was on my own with the cats and wasn't well. I went to work unwell. I went to work not eating for days on end because I had no money, because they all took my money. And this so-called friend of mine, no message, no nothing. I'd done nothing to him. I'd encouraged him. I had made him happy when he was sad. I was always there for him. And he had blocked me. Fast forwarding this onto recently, I've tried to do a few YouTube videos with my cats and with other things, trying to get back into it. I wanted to explain the kind of crap I've been going through. I went into the bank to unblock an account and they almost got me sectioned. Why? Because they didn't believe that I didn't know these scammers. And I broke down in the bank and the police were called. And I heard them saying, should we section her? Then they said, no, we didn't say that. Then why ask me who would look after my cats if I was gone? I was treated really badly by my bank. And so That's been my life for the past 3 years. For the past 10 days I haven't eaten. I've just been taking sips of water, finished what was left of a loaf of bread, and I've worked. I work all hours of the day now, because working for RAS, 2 weeks money is 2 days in Morrison's. You don't get paid that much. But I found that if I work nearly every night and every day, I could pay my rent. I could actually have a little bit of money left for food. Not much, but a little bit. I could get by. I'm not angry at everything that's happened. I'm grateful I have a house. I'm grateful for my cats. I'm grateful that I have books to read if I'm bored, if the internet goes out, because I can't afford it. I'm grateful for the people who watch these videos, because it means that I'm not alone. I will be doing more in the new year, better videos, not just in my house. Going searching for ghosts, going to museums, actually having interviews with people at the museum so you find out a bit more about them, going on walks to different places, going on what I call wherever it takes me, jump on a bus I've never been on before, see where it takes me, and because I can't drive, and going to a different place I know nothing about, and just looking around, finding new places. I find it hard to trust people now because of what I've been through. Oh, update on the blocking. I've been unblocked, but they only unblocked me to accuse me of sending threatening messages to him, so I haven't replied. Why should I? I've done nothing. How can I send threatening messages to someone I really care about? Doesn't make sense, does it? Everyone I've cared about has basically turned around and slapped me in the face. Sandy from America, I love you, girl. You stuck by me forever. A few people on Facebook stuck by me. But I don't have any friends I can go and call on here in England. I don't have anyone I could pick up the phone and talk to if it's the wrong time zone. Sorry, Sandy. It's just me. I'm dealing with my mental health. And I'll have videos on that, so because it might help someone else. But for the new year, I'm just taking each day as it comes. I'm not excited about the new year. I'm looking forward to putting these last few years behind me. I'm at peace now. The scammers still message me on Instagram. Oh, just give me another £50 and I'll give you £5,000. Yeah, first it was £10, then it was £21. And because I literally had nothing, I believed them. And they took over £80 off me, that one scammer. He came back and said, your money's waiting there, look, showed me a fake picture. And said, I've upped it to £4,000. Just give me another £50. Yeah, I was born yesterday. I've caught on to the scams. I keep blocking them. If you follow me on Instagram and you see me asking you to report and block someone, please help me report and block them, because they should not be on Instagram. They are fake. Sugar mummies, sugar daddies, or exchanges on Instagram, they are all fake. They are very, very convincing. Please don't fall for them. They do sound convincing. And I'm worried that they're getting in touch with vulnerable people who will believe them. So as this is my last video for 2022, I hope you all have a great new year, an even better new year. I have things planned. I tend to get this YouTube channel off the ground and running, and it may take me a little while because I'm hopeless at editing. So sometimes I just don't edit. If anyone can drop suggestions below about good editing sites that I can use, then please let me know. If anyone knows anyone who can edit and don't mind doing it as a favor until I actually can get monetized, drop it down below. I know some people enjoy editing and they just do it for a favour, and that's all I'm asking. And when I get monetized or get a bit of extra money, it'll come their way. I never forget those who help me. And anyone that's helped me in the past, money-wise or else, you will get repaid in kind. When I have money, oh, nutmeg, you will get money. And I believe in, I'm going to do a video helping the homeless as well, because that's close to my heart as well. Mental health, homeless, and finding scammers. That's what I'm going to be doing as well as ghost stories. And I have a follow-up to the nail video that I did ages ago. Can't believe it got 3.5k views, and all I was doing was reviewing a nail file thing. I was shocked, but I have an update to that because I've got an updated one, not battery, but it's actually an electric one, and so I'll be doing an update on that too. So thank you again for listening. It's been a hell of a 3 years, and I've tried to come back to YouTube, but it's just, everything's just knocked me sideways, and I had to look after my own mental health first. I'm getting there. I'm in a good place, and so I wish you the best for 2023, and I hope you follow me on my journey. And this one who's really annoying me at the moment, look at her face, put me down, human. So yeah, I'll be doing more of my cats and more of back in the video, and more of making things. I make cards, so I might get back into doing that and open an Etsy or something to sell them. I've got old clothes that I could sell that I've lost a lot of weight, if you couldn't tell, you know, with the stress and everything else. I've dropped a couple of sizes, so none of my clothes fit. I'm having to buy belts just to keep them on. So I'll be doing some everything £5 hauls. I'll be doing shoe hauls because I need some more shoes. I need boots, to be honest. I'll be finding different shops that you maybe not be able to get in America, that I'll do their hauls. I'm not going to go for the cheap crap because I can't afford it really. I might do 1 or 2 Wish hauls for cat things because they're normally quite good. I got a few things off them, but expect that to come. Any other things you would like, list down below, and I'll heart your comment or get back to you. And anything you'd like me to do, put down below, and I'll see what I can do. I watch the Ouija Brothers. They're good. Go and watch them. The genuine ones, the Ouija Brothers, CJ Faison and Yasko. They're the only ones I watch for the paranormal because they're real, they're true. James and Robert Welch I also watch. James for skincare, Robert for makeup. And it's thanks to James that my rosacea, as you can see, I've still got it, is dying down a little bit. That is a burst capillary that I cannot do anything about. I have to hide it. If I actually touch my face, it goes bright red, as you can see. But my skin is better than ever because of James, following his advice. And so I'll be doing some more skincare and makeup videos, mainly about what I use and what works for me. My hair is now down to my waist. It used to be up here 2 years ago, and I'll share my secrets about that too, getting long hair. I'm also going to get it cut basically up to here, so that the ends are quite dry, but no split ends. My hair is in good health. It's just less of it because my hair is so light. It's a natural colour. I don't know whether I want to dye it again or not. I don't know, I'm not sure. I might turn it with bright purple hair, you never know. Never say never. But this is all I have to say. I just want to say thank you very much for following me. And I hope you'll be with me for 2023. It can only get better. Can't get worse. I'm looking forward to better new things. You know, I enjoy my job that I do with Retail Asset Solutions. Does my head in at times, but it's okay, counting stock. At least I found out what new stock comes into the store before practically anybody else. I can go and buy it at my local store. But yeah, am I looking for another job? I don't have time. I really don't. For example, the past few shifts have been 14-hour shifts. I did a 14-hour shift, came back home, I didn't even sleep. I had to go and get some cat food, fed the cats, fed myself, and then there was only an hour to go and meet the minibus, so I didn't sleep. So I did another 14-hour shift without any sleep. And now I'm off until the 3rd of January. And then I know that it's going to be between 8 and 12-hour shifts. And I'm fully booked for January. I think in January I've only got 2 nights off, or is it 2 days off? Jobs can vary from early in the morning to late afternoon, from late afternoon right the way through the evening. So if you happen to text me, ring me, whatever, and you don't get through, it's because my phone's on silent or it's switched off. Because I'm working, and I'm working a lot. If I'm not working, I'm sleeping. So at the moment, that is my life, but hopefully that'll change and I'll have some extra days off so that when I've caught up with all the bills, I'll be able to take you guys with me and we'll go exploring somewhere in England. Also, my back garden's shit. It's like a forest, so I have to start on that. Because basically, I can't go out my door without there being a tree in the way. So I'll be doing that as well. So yeah, join me. The cat channel, I will sneeze. Oh dear. My channel name, that's not my channel name. My channel name is Mary Canyonatic UK. I was thinking of changing it to MK UK, but that'll be editing and stuff like that, and I'm not good at that. So if it does change to MK UK, I'll let you know. But yeah, you'll find me everywhere on Instagram, on Twitter as Canyonatic. I haven't got TikTok. I may next year, I don't know. But I am on Instagram. Please follow me. I am on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Loads of places you can contact me there. I do reply to messages. It just sometimes takes me a while to reply to them. So I apologise for that. So, peace out. Enjoy 2023. I won't be wishing anyone a Happy New Year over New Year because the phones go crazy. I just want to sleep. I'm still getting over whatever this is that I have. It's not COVID. I've never had COVID. And so I'm just getting over this. I've got no heating in my house. Electric's about to go. I've got no food. The cats have food. I don't have food. I'm very cold. And it's okay. Because those people who scam me out of my money, I hope they're enjoying my money. I really do. And if I can stop one scammer on the internet, that's one scammer gone. So please help me in that. If you see on Instagram me posting asking you to report someone and scam them, trust me, they are a scammer. Even if you go to their page and they insist they're not scamming, they're not doing anything, how come they get banned then if they're not doing anything wrong? If I report them, they get banned because they've broken the policies, because they're asking people for money, because they're scamming people. If my reports went and they weren't scammers and they were genuine, they would not be banned, would they? Something to think about. Well, this is me going. Are you going to say goodbye? Coming over here to say goodbye. I can't see you over there. I've got Piggy asleep over there by herself because you wouldn't let her up here. Yeah, you can look. Poor Piggy's over in the chair. Cold. Because she wouldn't let me hug her, because she's the one that's jealous. Cats are worse than kids sometimes. Hope you enjoyed my Christmas video on the cats opening their presents. The robin's still a favourite. It's now in 2 bits, so I'll have to get some more robins. I don't know where I'm going to get robins at this time of year, because it's all gone now. But any bird toy they love. I'll also update you on the bird seed I've got upstairs on the outside of my roof. Squirrels are found hanging on the bird things on my roof, and so I gave the squirrel one of those round balls that you give to birds, and they took it and ran off with it, so obviously they're enjoying that. But every night I hear banging on the roof because I run out of birdseed, and they're just hoping that they keep banging the cage, some birdseed will fall out. My roof is covered in birdseed, so I get loads of birds on my roof, and it's really fun to watch. And the reason I put them on my roof is so the cats can't get them. So this is me out in my bedclothes, about to go back to bed to keep warm. And that picture there is the walking on the sands, the Jesus one, you know, one set of footsteps. Where are you, Lord? I was carrying you. That is that. This is a picture I found in the charity shop. I thought it was beautiful, so I put it on the wall. My house is going to change. I'm going to redo some things. My house is a mess. That's why I'm not showing you my house. My house is a mess. My desk is a mess. I'm hardly ever here. It really needs a good clean. I don't have time. I might save up and pay someone to do it because I literally am not here half the time. So, I love you all. Thank you for your support. And let's hope 2023 is a lot better for a lot of us. And I will see you in 2023 with better videos, not better editing, because I don't have time to learn editing. Like I said, if you know any editing software, put it down below. I film on my iPhone, and that doesn't have a pause button. So if I wanted to do long video, I have to put it in bits, and then editing is just, no. I used to use one that was an app you could use. You could pause and stop and pause and stop, and it would basically transfer to YouTube. That doesn't work with YouTube anymore now. It's called Pause Cam. So if you know any thing like that, please link it below so I could use an app so I could pause and then go back to it and start filming again. Because at the moment I'm having to film on my iPhone and I can't stop it. I've got to be one long run so that I don't have to edit it, because I haven't got anything to edit with. I haven't got the patience to edit. Some people love editing. I don't. So if you're an editor and you would like to help out, drop your name down below. I'm not monetized yet, but I can guarantee you when I'm monetized, the first lot of money I get, any of it will go to you for helping out. Anyone that wants to work a camera for me, I do intend to buy a camera. Obviously filming myself sometimes is a bit awkward, so anyone wants to help out there, feel free to drop your links down below. My phone is running out of battery now, so I have to go. I wish you the best for 2023, and I hope you join me on this journey. Take care. And this is why I've been absent. Life got in the way. Loads of crap stuff. I don't want to remember the past 2-3 years. I just don't want to look back on it and think, you know, that's going to happen again. I have to remain positive. I would get rid of all negative people in my life. Any negativity that comes towards me, I bless them and I move on. I've got nothing in me for negativity anymore. I'm tired. I want good stuff to happen. I'm going to teach you how to manifest things as well with your positive mindset. So, I will see you next year, and hopefully it'll be so much better. Take care and Happy New Year.